you doing, everyone? So today we're going to be having a look at a new clothing brand out there called Loomi. So Loomi got in touch with me and sent me a couple of their products to try out. So I did ask them some questions about history of the brand. So I'll do a little brief bit on who Loomi are. Then I'll do a little section on why would you choose merino wool to wear. And then I'll go over what I think about the products. But before I get going, if I'm going to do this properly, I'd better put on the hat. So, I'm sorted. Let's find out about Loomi. So, Anne Weir founded Loomilife really recently. She's got 30 years experience working in the clothing and textile trade. She spent the last 18 years working for WL Gore, who make Gore-Tex. She's always been a runner a whole life. She's an ultra runner, a run fitness coach. She's passionate about making products that are built to endure and made for the long run, meaning you don't have to keep buying products every so often and having to replace them. If you keep buying cheap synthetic products, it's not good for your wallet because you're constantly having to buy new pieces of kit, and it's not good for the environment as well. So getting stuff that are kit that's made to last a long time and it's environmentally friendly can only be a good thing. They're based and thoroughly tested by active end users and endurance runners right here in Scotland. So they partnered with the Sudwell, you can tell this is take 17. SU, two little dots above the U. How do you pronounce that? I have no idea. So they partnered with the Sudwell Yarn Group. So the seamless knitting production is based in Portugal, then bulk delivered to Scotland to cut out the use of single-use plastic packaging. Customer orders are then packed and packaged in FSC craft paper bags, which is recycled and reusable. And this is one of the bags here. So this is what it came through the post in. This paper bag just here. It does my head in. I've worked in retail for decades, and the one thing that does my head in more than anything else, all these big brands, everything they sell you comes in single-use wrapped plastic, and it's such a waste. So it's so refreshing to get something through the post that is in a bag like this, which is a paper bag. You can use it again. It's got a little strip at the top here which you can peel off, seal down, and reuse that paper bag. I know I'm obsessing a little bit on the packaging here, but it's just a really nice touch. And being able to cut out any use of single-use plastics is only a good thing. So when you open the bag, you don't open the bag and then, as you would with another brand that claims to be super environmentally friendly, you'd open the bag up and then your product would be wrapped in plastic. This was just hat and the base layer were just in the paper bag. No plastic at all. So big thumbs up for the packaging. So why would you use merino wool? Some of you out there might already know about merino wool, and some of you might not have come across it. So you get different brands sell merino wool, you get different quality, different grades, different price points. So I'll just go over just a few little features on why you might consider using merino. So it's natural and renewable than regular wool. When it's cold, it's a great insulator. And when it's hot, it does wick moisture away from the body. It doesn't wick moisture away as quick as synthetics, but with synthetics, depending on what you're doing and what time of year it is, what the weather's like, I can still feel cold if I'm out and it's cold wind. I can still feel, even though the synthetic has wicked moisture away from me, I still get that cold feeling. Whereas you don't really get that cold, clammy feeling when you're wearing merino. It's a much better way of regulating your temperature. So merino resists odours, meaning you can wear it multiple times before washing it. It will smell eventually, so you do still have to wash it, but you can wear it more often than synthetics. So that's going to be good for the product because it's going to make it last longer because you're not washing it in the washing machine constantly. It's good for the environment because you're not using your washing machine so often. It's good for traveling. If you go away traveling somewhere, you don't have to pack so many clothes because you can wear the same top for multiple times. Another feature of merino is it's fire resistant. So if you stood around a campfire, for instance, sparks are coming up. It's not, you know how you get synthetics, just instantly has that little burn mark in them. You won't get that with merino. So added bonus. So the merino they use is an Australian-New Zealand mix. So merino only comes from certain places. So they have special farms that produces merino wool in Australia, New Zealand, Spain. So it's not your regular sheep that you see when you're passing on a field when you're driving down the road. You have to get merino from certain places. So merino is graded as well. So you get different types of merino. So you can get expensive merino, you can get less expensive merino, but there's a reason why some merinos are less expensive. So the grade that they use on Loomi Merino is 17.2 microns, which is a superfine, classed as superfine. You can get ultrafine, which is below 15 microns, but then that won't be as durable. So having something on this scale basically means the better quality merino, which 17.2 is amazing quality, being superfine, that it's not going to itch. So it's going to reduce any itching. Some people will think wool products, that's no use. I once wore a woolly jumper years ago and it made me itch. Merino is different to standard wool. So the products themselves, how have I found them since I've been wearing them? So I'll start off with a hat, sits on my head. Hat's nice fit, nice and light. Pulls down nicely over my ears. It's comfy to get my head warm. So hat's been really good. Some hats have made me, I've got not wanting to name names, but I've got a Patagonia hat and an Arc'teryx hat. Yeah, I'm quite actually fussy with hats. And every time I wear those, I get a really itchy forehead. I've not had that with this at all. I think it's because it's lighter, so it probably breathes better than those ones. And I've got another hat, which I won't name the name, but it sits higher up in my head, and it always feels as if it's too high in my head, doesn't come down over my ears properly. This one can pull right the way down. Yeah, nice, light, super comfy. I've had a warm head. What more do you want? So the merino base layer itself, first thing I noticed when I put that on was it's close fitting. It's a snug fit, but it's really stretchy. So it's got loads of stretch to the garment, which is much more stretchy than other merinos I've tried in the past. So it's a nice feeling having that stretch. It's also, let me show you, it's got a circular knit in the body. So that basically means there's no seam coming down here. So no seam there, no seam down there. It's all just one knit. And that basically means when you twist and turn, it doesn't pull or twist because there's not that seam down the side there to pull or twist. So it's very free flowing, nice movement, and with the stretch here, it just makes it really comfy. Definitely having that extra stretch to it. It's also got, you may not be able to see, well, you probably can't see, but just here, it's got ribbed shoulders. So that creates an airspace by being slightly raised. It feels quite nice, just like that. It's a long fit as well. So if I stand up again, you can see just how long this is. So with it being long, it's nice being able to pull it really low down, and you should be able to tuck it in. So if you are out and it's really cold, depending if you're going for a walk or a run, you can actually tuck the base layer in. So that's a good feature as well. So apparently they use a spiral wrapped yarn around each strand of the merino. So merino itself is super duper thin, much thinner than your hair and your head. So by wrapping that spiral wrapped yarn around the merino, it just makes it more durable, which means it's going to last longer. Other things I noticed, it doesn't have thumb loops. Some things have thumb loops, some things don't. This doesn't have thumb loops, but the cuffs are, it's like doubled over on the cuffs just here, and on the hem as well at the bottom. So that's obviously been reinforced there because they're high wear areas. so they shouldn't wear. So on some products I've had, and you've probably had as well, it starts to go where you pick it up and pull it on and off. So with that being doubled over, that should just make it a bit more longer lasting. So I wrote down 3 things that jumped out at me. I thought, what 3 things are the most obvious things to me that I can put across to you guys? So comfy was the first one I put down. Stretchy was the next one, and environmentally friendly was the next one. So definitely very comfy, and the comfiness comes a lot from the stretch, which was the next point. So comfy and stretchy, and loving the fact it's environmentally friendly. Just love the fact that they don't use single-use plastics to wrap anything at all. So this bag, it's a bag. I'm raving about a bag. That must mean something. They do think about the environment, and the fact that the products are made to last just means you don't have to buy so many clothes. So Loomi, new brand out there, they have put a lot of thought into the products. Super comfy. I will not keep harping on about how comfy this is, but just a quick wrap up. They've put thought into how to make the products, who the end users are going to be, and their impact on the environment. So great new brand. Love the fact that they're from Scotland as well. So check out the website. They've got a website which is loomilife.com. Get yourself something off the website, much less expensive than certain other brands out there, like Sivia. I'll name a couple, Icebreaker and Smartwool. Make great products, more expensive though. Save yourself a few quid. Check out the Loomi website. Thanks for watching now.